Hello friends, this is Kylie with Kiwi Crafts Co. and today we're going to be setting up the first spread in my creative journal for the month of September. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Now I'm going to use the Printable from Amy Plans Things. You do get this as a perk for being part of at least the Printable Pal tier in her Patreon group, but you can also purchase this on her website. So if you guys are not part of the Printable Pal tier, then you can make sure you use code Kylie10 to save 10% off whenever you purchase this bundle. Like I said, it is a printable, so you would have to print it out yourself, and that's exactly what I did for this version here that I'm going to be using in my journal. She offers it in a 5 size, the classic 7x9 classic happy planner size. She offers it in the daily grind size and I think a mini size, so lots of different options if you do purchase the printable bundle. So wanted to throw that out there for you guys. I went ahead and already cut out the September picture that usually is included, as well as the self-care bingo. I have really been loving doing the bingo. It's made me more intentional about what I do. But one thing I saw in here for this month that might be a challenge is get 8 hours of sleep. I don't think I get more than 6 hours of sleep every night, so I will have to be very, very intentional, which is kind of the point of the self-care bingo, is you look at them and they're intentional things for you to do to ensure you're getting a bingo for yourself for all those self-care items. And I went ahead and printed all of the sheets from the decorative kit. I did print this at like a height of 6 inches so that they were all pretty much the same size. So I printed all of those. Oh, I had it out of order here. Here is all of the decorative kit. It's 4 sheets. And then I did 2 sheets of the same images from the journal kit. So this is just the 1 page of deco that's included, but I really liked these little apple kind of longer pieces. So I'm thinking of doing something with that. What? I don't know, but just in case. And then I also have some of my Cherry Pop functional stickers that I printed for myself. There is a full digital bundle you can get from my website, or you can purchase individual sheets if you want. This is part of the classic rainbow collection. And of course, using my Kira Stylist code journal, I have been loving this. It's filling up very, very quickly and getting very, very chunky. So here is the last spread that I did using some of my stickers, and I absolutely love how it turned out. I still have to write the prompts in here and then journal. I'm obviously always behind in my journaling, so that is something I will need to catch up on. And I'm going to be doing something a little bit different this go round. Let me grab my clips first, because now that we're kind of getting towards the back of the journal, the pages are kind of coming forward a little bit more. So I'm gonna put this clip on here. And normally I do like a Dutch door spread and then I forget to do anything with the self-care bingo. So I think I'm gonna do like the front page for the month of September and then do the self-care bingo on this page, and then we'll go into the next pages and do a Dutch door spread there. So I did print off the digital papers, not all of them, I did just a couple. I did both of these plaid ones. There's like this deeper red tone, there's this little peachy color, and then this polka dot one. Of course I use, sorry, didn't mean to hit you there. I do like to cut them and use them as washi. If you've watched any of my previous videos, I have been doing this setup for my journal for the beginning of the month. I think for maybe 4 months now, it could be longer, but I've really been enjoying it. The printable bundle is really great to help set up either as like a planner or just add in to your creative journal. So I have been loving this. It just kind of takes the stress away of what it is I'm gonna do for the beginning of the month. And I'm gonna just sort these out because they kind of got all out of order. So I'm gonna just put these to the side because like I said, we're going to start off with these 2 pages first. So just a little bit of a different start for the overall month. And I think it's just a little bit of a better flow than what I was doing before. So I can show you what I mean. So if I go back to the beginning of August, if you see here, I would do like the Dutch door spread, and then I would have to do 2 pages off camera because I would run out of time, and do my self-care bingo here. And then last month's printable included this 10 things that bring me joy little thing, and I hadn't seen this in this month, so I really wish that this one was in there, but I guess it was just based off of that specific prompt that she included for the month. But the self-care bingo did pretty good, not as good as I would have liked, but obviously that's the whole point of the self-care bingo, to try and meet and do all those things on there. But I've been enjoying it, but I did want to structure this month's initial spread a little bit differently. And I am going to do the same thing where I put, I think, this pattern here, and then we'll put just September on top of it. I think that'll look really nice for the beginning of the month. I just measure with my heart, even with things that probably shouldn't be measured with your heart. I think I'm gonna cut it like right at this one here. Took out my scissors in preparation and I didn't even reach for them where I put them. Let's cut here. Just so that there isn't that much to cut off after I stick this down. I do print this off on my sticker paper. That way it's easier and I don't have to glue anything down. You can use glue if you don't want to print on sticker paper. It's totally up to you. For me, it's just a little bit easier to have it on my sticker paper. And we are just going to stick this down on here. I knew I was missing something. I forgot my needle nose tweezers. That just helps me take the sticker off, and you just have a really big sticker. I don't want to put it super close to the inside edge, just because the last month that I did that, it kind of started creasing every time I would open the page or turn the page, so I didn't like that. So I'll leave it as close as possible without being right on the edge. Okay. I'm fine with it not being right there on the edge. It's literally barely noticeable, I noticed, but I'm just gonna leave it. Someone on my last creative journal video challenged me to not move any stickers once I put them down. I was like, oh my gosh, that is such a challenge, because you know, if you watched my videos before, that I reposition stickers like no other. That's why I really love my sticker paper, because it's easily repositionable. So that was one thing I had to have in my sticker paper for my own shop. So all of my kits that I mail out that you guys buy comes on this removable sticker paper, and that's just because it's my personal preference. I am not a fan of the stickers that are super hard to like lift. Like, you'll know what brands, like, you put your sticker down and it's there forever. There's no going back. Let's get this cut off. We're so close. That just looks so good. Like, just the digital paper down, it's like a nice pop of red. And then we're just gonna put this on top. Okay. And remember, once I put it down, I can't move it. So if it's crooked, then, oh well. No, that looks really good. Okay. And then for my self-care bingo, I don't think I want to do anything crazy. Well, I say that, but at the same time, I could put it on here, and then I could just cut so it has a little bit of a border. Should I do that? I kind of feel like I want to do that. You know what? We're gonna do that. I will just speed you guys through that part. That way you're not here forever and a half with me. So I'm gonna do that and then be right back with you guys. And I love how that looks. It just has like a cute little border around it. I almost feel like this border is thinner than this one. So let's just cut this one a little bit more. Oh my goodness, I feel like I cut it even thinner. Just the teeniest bit. Okay, and I like that. So we're gonna put this down just right there. Look at how cute that looks. Cute little border. Let's remove this. I want to kind of center it. Once I put it down, I can't pull it up. Okay. Look at how cute that looks. Okay, kind of obsessed already. Love it. So now we are going to get into the Dutch doors. I'm trying to think what I want to do because I like these little apple pieces, but I don't have enough of them to make it like a long washi strip. I'd have to cut another 2 pages, but it is cute. But I don't think I can do that. Do we want to do a Dutch door, or do we want to do, I don't know. I really don't know what I want to do today. I think a Dutch door spread would be good. So let's start off with this one here. We're not going to make this too complicated. My last spread that I did that I showed you guys at the beginning, I think that's been like the most full Dutch door spread that I've done, like full in terms of more than one element on each page. But I really do love how it looked. So maybe we can make these a little bit fuller. Okay, we have mirrored trees. I'm thinking should we do the tree last and then maybe just apples? See, that's the hard part of what do I want to do. Let's start with this one here. Like I said, we're not going to make this too complicated. Let's put you right there. See, it's simple, but it's cute. And we are going to use our scissors to cut this. And then we'll use our gyro cut and our mat and cut around the sticker. This is not the one that goes there. Where is my other one? Oh, it's because I printed 2 of the journal kits. No! Okay, we can still make this work, maybe. I was like, wait, why is it not fitting? It's because these are not mirrored. These are just the same from the journal kit. But I think it'll still kind of fit if we like kind of remove some of the white on the basket. This is what I get for filming at the end of a very long day. Normally I try to film earlier in the day, but time just kind of got away from me and I wanted to at least film this before going to bed. If I sound tired, it's because I am. It's the end of the day. Let's remove some of this here and some of this. And see if that works better. Yes. Like I said, it's not perfect by any means, but definitely a lot better. Okay, now let's do the second door and see if I can get it together this time. But I hope you guys have all been having a really great week so far. Let me know what you guys did for Labor Day. We kind of just took it easy. The plans were to go watch Freakier Friday with my cousin and then just kind of take it easy. We did a lot of deep cleaning, my husband and I, last week. So the house was like super clean and we didn't really have to stress about cleaning this past weekend, which is really, really nice. Like that's the worst part about being an adult. It's like you have to go work your adult job and then you come back home and the work is not over. Like I can't even imagine fitting kids into that equation for myself. Like I have said it before, like we've been married for 9 years. It'll be 10 years this coming January in 26, and we've just lived our lives like together for so long without kids that it would just be like a major disruption to our everyday routine. So I could not imagine that, and I am able to admit that I'm selfish and don't want that for myself. But there's a lot of people who enjoy being a mom and enjoy being parents, but I don't think that I would want to explore that, especially at this point in my life, now that I'm 30. I did want kids when I was younger, but just as I've gotten older, like I said, I'm just kind of at the point where I don't mind saying that I just am selfish and would rather not. Now, I like this apple cider, but I don't see another apple cider. There's one apple cider and one apple butter. We could do the apple butter and use this tinier one on the back. So if you want to do like a Dutch door spread and you don't have mirrored stickers, it works if you put whichever sticker is bigger on the front. That way you have more surface area once you're trying to fill up the back. So that's my tip for if you guys don't have stickers that are specifically for Dutch doors. Amy plans things, her stickers, since she's the queen of Dutch doors, she always has mirrored stickers in whatever kit she provides. So you'll always have that, except for when you print the same page and don't mirror it. But it wouldn't have made sense anyway because the apple butter would have been flipped. So, I mean, I guess it worked out in the end. But yeah, so that's just my advice. So I think I want to do that. I've never had apple butter before. Like everyone on Instagram has said that it's so good. And I'm like, I've never had it though. I think I want the apple butter to kind of stick out. Look at how cute that is. Okay, put it here. But I also want something to go with it. Do I want an apple? I think I do. There's these bigger apples. I think we can layer those with this apple butter. All right, let's bring you up. We're gonna put the apple here and the apple butter maybe here. I don't know, I kind of wanted the apple butter. Well, no, I think it would make more sense for the apple butter to stick in. Yeah, I think that'll work. Just because we have apple butter sticking out this way. But I want to bring this down just a little bit. Maybe here. Okay, I think that works. Or should I bring it up? Oh no, I wasn't supposed to move my stickers. See guys, I already failed at that. My bad. We're just going to open up just a little bit. I'm so sorry. I already failed at the task I set up for myself, and oh man, you guys, that's so hard, like not being able to reposition your stickers. I mean, does this technically count? Because really, it's like when I'm doing my collage, that's where I'm like, I'm not sure if I like that, but this is a little bit different because I'm doing the door. Okay, that's my justification for myself. Let's just bring this a little bit this way. Okay, I can live with that. And now we need to locate my scissors and all of this mess. And we're gonna go ahead and cut this down. So let's do the back page. And what tangent was I going on about earlier? Oh yeah, being an adult. But yeah, I don't think I could add that disruption to my life right now with kids, guys. Especially at the end of a long day, like that's the last thing I would want to do. But I feel like I'm selfish enough to be able to admit that. And there's nothing wrong with admitting that. Like I said, just not something that I want in my life. Yeah, my younger sister, she is 25. She just started her career as a teacher. So she graduated earlier this year and started her full-time job at a middle school. And she stopped by my house last week to pick up these posters that I made for her. They turned out really cute. She designed them herself because she is the director of band and orchestra at the middle school she's at, and just wanted some like informational posters put up of, you know, band and orchestra and like, what is it, the circle of fifths. I didn't take music class. Well, I take that back. I did play in orchestra when I was in middle school and then my first year of high school, but I quickly forgot all that once I quit. But she wanted some like informational posters to have printed out and just put up around her classroom for her students, so that way they could just kind of see the information that she was teaching them. Look at how cute that is. I love that. Little apple butter and then the big apple butter. Let me just tilt it a little bit more. Actually, no. Okay. This is different. Because here I'm like arranging the structure of the Dutch door, but I guess for this one, I can't move it. Okay, see, I'm somewhat following the challenge. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So she came over and it was like maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, and she was like, I'm just so tired. She's like, I've been at the school like every night this week till like 7 p.m. And she's like, I'm just so tired, and then there's so much more to do. She's like, I have my lesson plans all laid out, but she just has like all these other tasks, like submitting rental forms for her students, for her 6th graders who are starting for the first time. Like, I remember being in middle school. Actually, I take that back. I don't remember being in middle school, but I remember like playing my instrument, and I loved my orchestra teacher in middle school. Once I got to high school, I hated my orchestra teacher. He was a jerk and very full of himself and expected us little, 9th graders to be perfect musicians. I mean, I was, but no, just kidding. But kind of was. But I don't know. I ended up like not liking orchestra anymore once I got to 9th grade. Oh my god, I'm getting off topic. Okay, my sister was like, I have to go submit rental forms or fill like out the rest of the rental forms and do all this and that. And I'm like, yeah, it sucks being an adult, huh? And she was quick to say, yeah, it kind of does, because it's a different type of exhaustion. It's like a mental exhaustion. Like, you come home and you're just tired. Just doesn't stop. You have other things you have to do, and lucky for her, she still lives at my parents' house, so really she has not a lot of responsibilities, and she's just obviously focused on her career. But yeah, I was just like, it sucks being an adult, doesn't it? And yeah, she's quickly learning that it doesn't stop just because you get to go home. Like, she's responsible for her students' education. Like, she's the director, and she's really having to just restructure that whole program because the previous director that was there just kind of left everything in shambles. Apparently, she's supposed to tell the previous director was supposed to tell the students that we're going from 6th grade to 7th grade and 7th grade to 8th grade that if they were going to continue being in band or orchestra, they needed to have their own instrument, and they didn't get told that. So my poor sister had to like break the news to people, and she's in a lower income area where she teaches, and not a lot of people can afford to pay the rental fee, or even buy their own instrument. So they were supposed to have been told in enough time, to be able to buy their own instrument if they wanted to continue the next year. So that's really sad. And my sister's just, exhausted. And I'm like, that's adulthood for you. I'm like, trust me, like, even though as a Hispanic, I don't work like the traditional like labor jobs that Hispanics are known to do, it's still mentally exhausting. So my husband and I work at a big corporation, and my husband works for a warehouse company in IT. So there's a lot of responsibilities for him. There's a lot of responsibilities for me, and we're like deep into our career now. Like, he started his IT career like I would say 6 years ago, and then I really just started my career like into this new field I would say just about 3 years ago. I was in the world of banking, and now I'm in aerospace manufacturing. So it's very, very different. Banking was just not challenging for me. Like, every day just felt like it was dragging on and on and on. And I wanted more of a challenge. So really, I did this to myself. But just my next step in my career in banking was managing my own branch or going into a back office position and, growing there. But, after kind of asking myself the question, like, that wasn't something I wanted to do. I wanted more of a challenge. And let me tell you, my aerospace manufacturing job is very much a challenge, but it's a good challenge. I enjoy it. I really enjoy what I do, and not a lot of people can say that, so definitely very lucky. But yeah, that was my whole spiel on, I guess, why I don't want kids. You guys, I just kind of go on and veer from topic to topic, so you guys will eventually catch up and just know what's going on in my brain. I don't think anybody wants to know what's going on in my brain, though. It's kind of crazy up in here. Let's grab this. But I've gotten a little bit done, right-ish. Just finishing up our third door. And it's really a matter of what I'm going to use to decorate the rest of the pages. I don't have any dolls that really would match well with this, so we're just going to use up the rest of the deco that we have from these journal and decorative kits. And then we're gonna put our other tree. So where is my other tree? Is it this one? Yes, okay. Like, just making sure I'm grabbing the right one. Look at how cute that is. I love it. Now, to decorate this side and this side, we have actually quite a bit left to play with. I like this apple cart. We have pie. We have these little guys that I used, or didn't use, I should say. Ooh, I like this big basket. And I also like this little scene. Maybe should we do the basket here? My only thing is it's very big compared to like this apple cart. You guys heard me say, like, I like things to kind of be proportional to each other, and like, to me, like, doesn't make sense to have this big of a basket next to this size of a cart. But I'm thinking we can do some apples going this way. I think we'll do that. Don't mind the squeaking of my chair, guys. Keep saying I need to get a new one. Has it happened? No. Okay, and once I put these down, I can't move them. Let's do this one right here. And we have these little sliced ones, kind of like the bitten one. Let's do this. Did you guys know that, I don't know why the apple reminded me of it, but Twilight is coming to theaters, and it's so funny because I posted that on my story and so many of y'all were also Team Edward, and it just made my little Twilight heart so happy because it's coming to theaters for its 20th anniversary celebration. And it's crazy because tickets are already like being sold, and like some theaters are already sold out. So I still need to buy the tickets, but I'm trying to buy tickets for me, my husband, my brother, his twin sister, my sister Linda, my sister Martha, probably Alex. We'll go with my sister Linda. And it's like, I have like 7 or 8 tickets to buy, and it's kind of crazy. Hopefully I can snag some tickets, but yeah, that's super exciting. I like literally am like, I cannot wait. It's starting in October. Look at how cute that looks. I love that actually. Okay, and now this side we can do, I kind of think I want to do this basket like here or somewhere in here. I don't know, we'll look at that later. Let's do the cart. I only have one of these. Oh, okay. It's only one, and we can put it right here. It's kind of slanted, kind of like the little slanting aspect I did over here. Okay, and then we have maybe the apple cider. Okay, let's slant it. Well, not slant it, but kind of make it straight there. I want this little apple over here. And then I could do a tree next. Do I want it this? Yeah, I want this one. Okay. Let's put this right here. Oh my goodness, that looks so cute. And let me put my header box before I forget. Come here. I need to change out my blade. I've been cutting so much and didn't change it before I printed and cut matte stickers. Trying to lay it down as straight as possible because I can't move it up. I think I want to do some apple slices. Maybe this one. See guys, this is what happens when you don't change your blade out. That looks so cute, and I think that's enough apples there because I don't think I'll have anything that can fit in this little tiny area. I don't think I'd be able to make anything work in there. Well, maybe the apple slice is going this way. No, see, they're just way too big. So no more apples on that page, but that looks so cute. I love that. It's simple but super cute, and that is exactly what I like. Then I think we're just gonna finish off with our headers. Yeah, see, because I didn't change my blade, so it's kind of sticking to the paper a little bit. And let's put this here. Next one. Okay, and I think that is it. So here is the first page, my first little Dutch door. my second one, and my third one, and then the final page. I just love that. That looks so cute. I'm obsessed. And this is the awesome thing about these printables, or printables in general. It's people can use the exact same stickers and come up with completely different spreads. So for me, this is the kind of spread that I love to create. It's simple and quick for somebody who doesn't want to take too much time to do this, but it's still good for me to do and, you know, just decompress at the end of the day. And, you know, so I was definitely more tired, you know, when I started this video, and I'm kind of more awake now. So I just love this. This is the whole reason why I started creative journaling, to use as like a coping technique for stress, because my body tends to hold on to that stress and start doing things before I realize it, and my brain catches up and realizes it. So such as like biting the inside of my cheeks, you know, picking at my nails or biting the edges of my nails. So my body and I do things once I'm stressed, but my brain's not realizing it. But doing these types of things, you know, is a really great way to shut my brain down for a little bit and just spend time with you guys and decorate my journal and create spreads, so that way I can do journal prompts and just kind of jot about my day at the end or the beginning of the day. So that's why I really love creative journaling, and love that you can create something completely different and from people who are using the exact same thing. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much if you stuck around all the way to the end. I greatly appreciate it. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, then definitely hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. I try and release a creative journal video every Wednesday for you guys. I know you guys enjoy watching me and ramble as I create spreads, so I greatly appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a like, and let me know down below in the comments, you know, what you thought of this video. If you guys have picked up this printable bundle from Amy Plans Things, or if you are part of the Printable Pal tier on Patreon, let me know. I would love to connect with you guys. So that is it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!